Hi, I'm Ben Hardesty. I'm a mathematical modeler studying aging at the University of Utah. Now you might wonder what math and aging have to do with each other, but as I'm here to tell you, mathematical models may shed a profound new light on the rate at which aging occurs in a variety of species, including, of course, us humans, because the greatest achievement would be to slow aging drastically, right? Or somehow prevent it, as some researchers hope to do in the future. So this is my simplest model of aging. And if you think of aging as a irreversible accumulation of damage to your body that occurs over many decades, well, that means that that's a process that we can model with differential equations such as these. So you might not understand too much about differential equations, but what I can tell you is that this particular model will allow us to study how certain types of damage, such as protein clumping within and between important types of cells, causes aging to happen. So you might not realize it, but when you were about 20, or when you become 20, you might be a younger viewer of this video, you have misfolded proteins accumulating throughout your colon cells, liver cells, and kidney cells, as well as your pancreas. And these misfolded proteins eventually cause severe damage many decades later, resulting in things such as fatty acid, liver disease, diabetes, things such as even Alzheimer's eventually as a sort of byproduct. You might, if you read some of the aging literature, also see aging and senescence used interchangeably. Senescence, as used by biologists and doctors that study aging, typically refers to the portions of aging that become noticeable after we become mature, right? So typically that's around age 16 to 18 or so for men and women. And senescence is usually the type of aging that occurs after that period. So once you're mature, the theory says that you should invest more energy in producing sex cells. But what we know from the actual medical studies is that that's not correct. As it turns out, before you're even born, some of your cells have already begun aging. In fact, all of them. And so one of the ideas that I hope to test is this idea that for some people, their lifespan was already determined before birth, but for the average person, you haven't taken that much damage. So it might, in principle, be possible to repair some of that early damage that you accrued right before birth and right after birth. And one of the remarkable things, though, that these studies have also revealed is that the way animals age in diverse species, from humans to my dog, is remarkably conserved. So dogs live a lot less long compared to people, but guess what? They die from the same things we die from. And so fighting aging in humans really is fighting aging in a variety of species, because we know that these mechanistic causes, that things that cause your cells, tissues, and organs to fall apart essentially or stop functioning well, we know that they're remarkably conserved and they're basically similar across bunches of species. But for some interesting, mysterious reason, smaller animals seem to age much faster. We don't really understand that too well. There's a rate of living theory, and I'm hoping to test that hypothesis as well with my model. Donate to my crowdfunding campaign, my GoFundMe. Well, I'll give you a few good reasons. You know somebody with diabetes, or you know somebody that will get diabetes, regardless of whether they even know that at their age right now. You probably know somebody that has Alzheimer's, or you will know somebody that has Alzheimer's. And thirdly, you know somebody that has problems with their liver, kidneys, or colon, or you will know someone. That someone could even be you in 10 or 20 or 30 years from now. The specific aims of my thesis project in the biology department at the University of Utah is to model dysfunctions caused by aging to your liver, colon, brain, and kidneys. And also your pancreas as well. With diabetes, that's your pancreas and liver, essentially. And then they cause your kidneys to go bad. But by donating to my campaign, you will be helping my lab out and helping to pay my salary for the next year as I finish my PhD in biomathematics and develop a metric of aging. So every 5 to 8 years, your chances of suffering from different aging-related diseases double. So 5 years from now, your chances of getting Alzheimer's are double what they were in the preceding 5 years. In 10 years from then, they're going to be doubled and then doubled again, right? And that's for all sorts of aging-related diseases. It turns out to be true in humans. My goal is to model the rate at which these occur and to model the mechanisms that cause them to occur at those rates and gain insight into aging that way. So by donating money to my campaign, you'll be funding my research to fight aging from your living room, from your bedroom, from your computer terminal. And that's a great thing. So join me on Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, and you can help me fight aging with math today.